trying to do a video earlier today, but I didn't have connection because of the weather. We had like I couldn't connect to the internet, so therefore I couldn't play GTA online. Yeah, so I found the vehicle, and I actually enjoyed building it, and I built 2 vehicles, and no, you guys won't see it being built, but if I find another one, I will do it in both. So we did the Bolt Chapman, and then the Smith. And this is what I did. So we got the Chapman here, and then we got the Smith here. When I saw this, I literally almost had a heart attack. I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. Now the tires may seem to be a little bit small, but yeah, I don't care. Next up, we got the Jeep. Did I add fuel on this one? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. So I wanted to show you guys both of these. If I find another one of these and another one of these, I will build both of them and literally put it on YouTube. This one is ready to be moved. I'm going to throw him into the parking lot. The only thing I need to do for this vehicle is license plate. So in this video, let's see if I can find any good vehicles in the junkyard. If I can't, then we'll do the Jeep. If I do, well, to be honest with you, I don't know. Now, I did find another few vehicles that I still haven't built. I have a whole lot of them. I have 3 vehicles built so far that I have not sold off. One of them needs oil in it. The other 2 are ready to be sold off, which that is the Chapman and the Smith. What is this? And I know it's a Bolt. No. I already have one of these, so I might think about it. When I talk about Chapmans, I just found another one. We'll move it to the garage. But I don't want to. We'll do the Chapman eventually, but not today. Now what do we have here? Another one of those. Ooh. I'm not looking at the glass and seeing what glass I'm seeing. Okay, so it's got the trunk, it's got the front lift door. Let's go look at the other one. All this one has is a trunk. So I don't know if I want to buy it. You know what? No, we're gonna save some space. I already have one of those, and just to add that pieces to the other one, just to save money that I really don't need to save, because this is the sandbox version. I did find a Ford Mach 1, and no, I did not build it. I'm thinking every, let's say, every 10 episodes, we'll do a DLC build. So we have another Chapman here. So I kind of figured out that majority of your rusted, like you get a completely fully restore, is in the junkyard. You're, you know, somewhat decent, but still needs a lot of work. Would be like your barns, but then they also have the ones that are rusted up too, so you need to fully restore those. And then the car auction, it's where you buy either decently already fixed up, but maybe have some little problems. What are you? I do not have one of you, but we're going to move you to the parking lot. Hahaha, yep. We'll move you to the garage. And is this another Chapman? Yes, it is. It's got everything. The rest of these are in the unknowns. You've got a pretty good amount. It's that middle section that worries me. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and buy it so that you just won't know that it could be better than the other one, or you know, it's not as bad. Alright, that was a good find, because I found the 2 vehicles I just completed. Now, what I'm going to do with the next myth is I think I am going to do white wolf tires again. I think I might do the same rims. But I don't know if I want to do, might do black. Or if I can do an engine swap, I will do an engine swap. Because the engine I did on it just doesn't seem right. And the V8 looks great in it. But I don't think you can do an engine swap with an older model. You might be able to. So we're gonna do another look around in the junkyard. See what we can find. This is another Chapman. El Camino, I have one of those that I can build. What are you? No. Because I already have it, so... Looks like we may be doing the Jeep. Oh. Sorry for that noise, it's the ceiling fan. Alright. I'm seeing what's really interesting to build. So we're gonna move the Chapman to the parking garage. The Bennett is the other car. That's kind of like an orange bronze car. Yeah, that one's completed. It just needs oil. I'm trying to find that one car. Ah, found it. So we're gonna move these three to left C. I think that, yeah, that one was that one. And you will go to left B. Alright, so I did work on the Jeep a little bit. The only thing I need to do is lower suspension, the engine, the body work and all that. That's already done. I wanted to see what you can do with it in it. That's just basically it. So put that to B. We're gonna work on B real quick, and then we'll do C. But I really don't know which one I want to do, and I really look forward to doing this one. But the Jeep wouldn't be that bad. So first things first, welder. That looks a whole lot cleaner. So, you know what? We'll do this. So, yeah, I'm gonna plan on pulling everything out. Alright, so that section is done. Front section is done. We're going to need to remove that. some of these are going to be easy to repair. Ooh, this one has a full cap, or a full pump on it. There we go, that's complete. And then we can move. We'll do that. No. Okay, let's see what I did not save. Yeah, so many pieces just in case. Okay. So we're going to do this like we did with the last build. We're going to start with the bottom, which is your support systems, your suspension, exhaust. Exhaust can only go to a certain point, but I'm not going to do the exhaust until after the engine is placed in. So what we're going to start off with okay, so front steering knuckle C. Front. Okay, so right off the bat, we're gonna need a whole lot of pieces. Okay, so that's the good thing. I guess we're gonna need one of those. We have plenty of these. We just got enough just for this vehicle. We got plenty of those. We just got enough for this vehicle. So we need a wheel hub. I think I need one of those. So now what was it? What I needed? Wheel hub 4. We're gonna need one of these. The other one did not get fixed. I think I have more pieces that I will need. Okay, so we need a leaf spring. That's all we're gonna need. Just to complete the back axle or suspension system. I mean, we will need those shock absorbers, but most people will be like, oh, well, you know, whenever I see it, I just buy what I need and then just go ahead and place it if I already have it. You could, but let's make things a little bit more realistic here, shall we? Now, most people are like, oh, well then why is those wheel bearings just showing that they're not even attached or anything? They are. They're attached to the bottom frame or floorboard to keep it steady. I don't even think this motherfucker came out with a battery system. So these we're gonna build on our own. So what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a double wishbone shock absorber, which we're gonna need 2 of those, 2 front springs, and then the 2 front caps. So we're just gonna press here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go front. We're gonna need 2 caps, 2 front springs. Then we're gonna go back to here and we're gonna go to double. We want the front, and we need 2 of those. Now, do we have a steering rack? Yes, we do. Do we have any rod? I should have, no. So we're gonna need 2 end rods. Inner rods. 2 inner tie rods is what they are. The outer tie rods go right here. I'm gonna need 2 of those. So we're going to click on this piece. We're going to click on, no. We want to go back to here. We want to click here. Then we're going to click here. Now that one piece that I already bought. The reason why it's not showing up is because we need to place this in. And then the remaining piece will pop into place. Do I need one of these? Yes, I do. Do I need one of these? Yes, I do. So we need an upper and a bottom. Bottom. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go with the upper. Bottom. And then we're good to go. Front. Now what are we? Well, now what is it asking? Front wheel hub. Okay. So now when you're definitely building with these, so normally, of course, you're going to need brake pads and then brake cylinders with the brake cylinder. Sorry. Let me rephrase it. Normally for your front, your back is going to be a little bit different depending on the model. I have seen all these in real life. I have seen the cylinder, I have seen the brake shoes, I have seen the brake caliper cylinder, which is already attached to the brake caliper. I've seen brake disc, brake drum, and this one is just an alternate version of the brake disc. But what we need is we need 2 of these, we need 2 drums, and I think that's all we're gonna need. The other parts I already know I already have. Because if you look at it, this game is mostly realistic on how parts are placed in the correct order. I need a wheel hub bearing. I need 2 of those. Since we're at it there, we're going to go ahead and buy 2 of those caps. And then the wheel is ready to be placed on. Now, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. Now I remember. Brakes. Brake pads, calipers, 90% of the time when you're restoring a vehicle, those always need to be replaced. Windows. Depending on how good of a cleaner and how bad and damaged they are. If they're like cracked to hell or smashed in, yeah, you're going to have to replace them. Unless you can magically pop one or use some magical shit. That would just you know, pop it back in place and then fix all the cracks in it. Yeah, well, that stuff don't work that way. So yeah. So what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a front sway bar, and I believe it was this front sway bar B. If I was not mistaken, and I was correct. Okay, so now we can see if we have any sway bar, and we need 2 of those. And the reason why I'm saying that, oh well, I looked at one, but I didn't look on the other side. It don't matter. When I click on this, I'll hold it. You have 2 options, but they're the same thing. This part right here will indicate that I have 2 of them. One for one side and one for the other. What is that other one? So now we're going to come this way, closer. Alright, so for the suspension, all we need is the front. Shock absorbers, and I think the back ones are in place. And then all we have is exhaust. But of course, like I said, I do mine realistically. So therefore, you will not be able to attach the exhaust in midair. It don't work that way. Same thing with, now the knuckles, which is, you know, right in here. I get it. They kind of, oh well, you need to attach this piece in order to attach this piece to attach the knuckle, and then you can go from the upper to it because that's how it should work. Now the taking off process is close to accurate. So now we're going to go and get double. We need 2 of those. We're going to go back to the computer. We're going to go to this button. What we need is spring. That's all we need to type in. And it's going to bring up. So we got spring caps, rear spring. These 2 go together. Now if we go back to suspension, the piece that we need is just right here. Now you can't just install them like normally. Always make sure that you have the right one. Luckily I already had 2. So I didn't know that I already had those pieces in. But of course you have to do this in order to break one down, see if you can repair it. But to me, I don't care about repairing damaged springs. 90% of the time they're gonna break anyways. Maybe the wishbone won't, or the double wishbone. Maybe the cap won't, but the springs, they will break. you know, we're gonna go ahead and do these two as well, so that I can have it ready for if the Jeep needs it. Are we missing any pieces? Nope. Looks like the front suspension is complete. I mean, even this one's gonna need it as well. Now, you're asking, well, when we look in the diagram, where's that top of that suspension? It looks like it's just going inside the engine bay. No. Right here, if you look at this, that rusted top, that's the top of the absorber cap. So that's where they sit. Let me see if I can bring this down real quick, and I'll show you on this car where it's at. It's just right there. But of course, when the suspension goes up, it never really hits that engine, so your vehicle is safe, your engine is safe. Just don't go hit too many big potholes, because that could damage your engine, as well as your suspension and your tires. Anyways, now what was I doing? Okay, yeah, off topic here. So I think both of them are ready. When you ever get into a situation where, you know, in the game, oh, well, what does those red mean? In order to remove that piece, all the ones that are in red, you have to remove. And then when you go over to that particular piece, it'll show you the red marks of why that piece cannot be moved. So it looks like both suspension systems are completed. So now it is time, no, not to find what kind of shoes I want to put on this bitch. That's a last minute decision. We are going to go and take this engine apart. Now, of course, with me only being able to play this game, you know, I mean, just barely starting it. So, yeah. Alright, so there's a piece somewhere. There it is. That piece can go up. Oh, we got a rocker arm. Just one? Okay. Now we're going to remove this. We're going to remove the timing chain, cam gear. I can remove that, but I cannot remove this because it's got all those pistons in there. And luckily, we have all 8. So we're going to back out of that mode. I'm going to click here, turn. There we go. Now most people, oh well, upside down just doesn't look right. And you're absolutely right. It's not. It should be on its side. And I'll explain why in just a minute. So you see how these pistons are sitting? There is no rods holding it, so therefore those pistons were already fallen out. But of course most people are like, oh, well, this is a video game. Yes, it is. But we're talking about logic in a video game. And voila! We're done with the whole engine breakdown. Now that was not the entire engine, that was just whatever this vehicle came with. Let's see what broke. And let's see what actually survived. I knew those weren't going to make it. I knew that wasn't going to make it. Your valve rods, your rocker arms, your spark plugs, they never really make it. Well, we lost an engine head. Your pistons and your pistons rings never make it. Most people are like, well, okay, what are pistons and piston rings? And you're like, wait a minute, so if they're the same thing, where does the piston ring go? Well, if you look on the top of that piston, where it's like a cylinder and then it's got those grooves is where the rings sit. Good thing is we saved the block, we have a crankshaft, we have a camshaft, we have an engine head, we just need to replace one, and I missed a bad piece. Now, most of you are like, well, why are you keeping that battery? Because, one, I don't need to buy a new one. And that battery should be good now. Alright, so now we are going to go back to here. Now, in order to do that, most people are like, oh, well, I gotta take this piece off just to repair it. But I don't want to lose this engine, and I'm going to end up building some engine that I don't want in this vehicle. All you do is you select X, triangle, down, and then there you go. Same engine that we were working on. Now, as you can see, we have to replace those pistons. It did not come with any crankshaft rods or end rods. So pistons, we are going to need, now that was 6, we're going to need 2 more. That's 8. What are we going to need? We're going to need a rod. caps. There's 8. I don't know if I have any of those. So we are going to need 3 crankshaft bearing caps. And we are building a V8 OHV oil pan. This is the one that we need. I noticed that I did add 3 and I already had so many. I totally forget how many I have and how many I need. So now we're going to work this way. Now I am kind of not doing this realistic. Normally once you put in your first piston, you want to put your first rod cap in and then bolt it down so that you don't lose your progress. Now the particular engine build, whether it's a V8, you always need your V8 parts. But we'll come back in a little bit. I'm gonna go put pants on. Yeah, I'm actually laying in bed. You guys are going to enjoy the sound of my ceiling fan for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. And when I come back, I'm gonna order a pizza. You know, eat some actual food, get a nice Coca-Cola, then we're gonna enjoy the time that we have. There we go. And we got lighter in my pocket. Now I'm back. So I was out there smoking a cigarette, doing my thing, and I just realized that they are also missing a piece in this game. It's a valve. A valve is usually located like right above the piston. But I guess what replaced it was, crap, I put the wrong one. I need a V8, yeah, this one. We're gonna buy a couple of those, we're gonna buy 6 of those. We need a timing chain. And we're looking for a V8. Got it. And we're looking for, got it. Oh, we did not get that timing. We didn't save it, so. Dang it. Oh wait, never mind. We don't need a chain in it. So what we're looking for is a V8 OHV. Did I read it correctly? Yeah, I did. HB. We got a G, an I, and a K. We got a J. Ah, there it is. Now, before we continually building up the front, we're going to go to here. Do we have this side? Yes, we do. I mean, it's either side. We're going to need a engine head V8. That one was okay, so we just need So we got 4 spark plugs here. Do I need to buy any? I'm pretty sure I do. No, I don't. Exhaust manifold. We're gonna need 2 of those. We're gonna need a OHV. We're gonna need 2 for each, 1 for each side. Then that will connect to the exhaust. We are going to need 2 spark plugs. Intake manifold, 1 carb. So, what was it? Intake? One carb. Then we're going to need a we're going to do the same thing on this side. I should have enough. Alright, so now we're going to need a... I want to see if I have any. Okay, so I don't have one for that side, and I don't have one of those on that side. So we're going to need an A and a B. So we're going to need an engine, head, cover, we're going to need an, I think it's a V8. Yeah, V8 OHV. That's one. B. And that's two. So now I think we're gonna need a, yeah. So we're gonna need this, we're gonna need this, we're gonna need one of those. I don't know if I have a cap for it, but let's go ahead and build this. I have my last cap. Now this is where you want to put the clips in. Now these clips, well, ignition wires. And we're looking for a V8. Yeah. We can add this to it. Water pump. Now which one do we need? We need a water pump. V8 OHV. We're gonna buy six of those. You never know when I'm gonna be able to do another. Do we have an alternator? No. Do we even have this? No. That is a full fuel. Since we're going for the fuel section, we're gonna add one of those. We're gonna need one of those, and one of those. Power steering pump. And I think we're gonna need a V8, yeah. We're gonna need a crankshaft pulley, which is another V8 OHV. What was it? Crankshaft. We're going to need an alternator. oil. Nope, I spelled that wrong. And we're gonna need a V8 OHV. We are going to. Do I have a water pump? No, I do not. Water pump. No, what was it? Well, yeah, water pump pulley. $17. Alright. Yeah, because the next pulley that we're going to need and we're going to need, I thought I bought a bunch of those. Okay, fan. We'll buy 6. You never know when you're going to need those pieces in handy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is 90% of your engine. And the reason why is I still got that back end. But that just messes up there, so we are going to go to here. No, we're gonna go, no. Examine mode. There we go. All green. No red. No white. Beautiful. That means that engine is ready. So we're going to take it off. We're going to lower the vehicle. This vehicle is coming together. And it's about to get even more crazier. Now we have the engine installed. We're going to lift it back up. We're going to the add piece, or add mount. Now all we need is the battery, the front radiator, steering, wheels and rim, exhaust. We can go ahead and add this in. Doors, panels, and interior. Oh, and that. Now we can go down to here. We can go back to here. Alright, so now we are going to go to exhaust. So we need a VHC front C. We're going to need 2 of those. Middle muffler. We're going to need 2 of those. Rear. And we are going to need there they are. There we go, our exhaust system, our both suspensions are connected with the drive shaft. We got a starter. Now we are going to drop it again. Add pieces. We're gonna go to here. We're gonna add the brake servo battery. Do we have one of these? I believe it's a C. Yeah, radiator C. For your more modern, usually they have the radiator fan housing or a radiator A. For your old school from like 1950 to 1990s, we'll have a radiator C. Anything from 2000 and up will have A. It's just the dynamic look to it. There we go. So now all those key components are in. Now, most of you are like, oh, now it's time to go shoe shopping. No. We do body work. Windows. So we're down in the general location. So we are building a Luxor Bowen. So we're in the B, so we need to go all the way to the L's. And there we go. The beautiful components are in. Oh man. Okay, that is a sexy ass color. It's got that nice little pearlescent to it too. Oh man, so beautiful. So now we do rims. Now, looking at the size, we don't want to go anything higher than 25. I mean, that's the limit. So we're gonna go to here. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go to rims. That's the one I did with the Chapman. But we want to do something more old school. This would do. I really like both of them, but this one fits the bill. So, but yeah, gonna go back. We're gonna go to alt higher. I'm just gonna go to tire. Okay, so yeah, that brought me back to slick tires is for more like your F1s. We don't want to do white wall because it's not typical for these vehicles, even though it is in that time era. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a vintage. Yeah, we're going to do vintage. Just regular vintage. We're going to do size. We're going to do let's do a 65. I think that will do. So now we'll go to here. Oh, that looks mean. Looks perfect. Alright, so first we're gonna balance it before we can even consider putting it on the vehicle because it won't even let us. So now I want a medium. Pepperoni pizza. One or 2 liter. I think that will do. I don't want to wake up my little brother and tell him, hey, I'm ordering pizza, I'm going to order you one. Normally I would, but he may have to work. And I do not want to wake him up for that. Okay, so we're gonna have to start. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to inventory. And we're going to get rid of those. I'm not saying that, oh, it looks ugly. I don't know why you would do it. Or, I mean, it looked great. No, I'm not saying that it looks ugly. I'm saying that I accidentally buy one of those. Damn it, I messed up. Again. So we got 5 tires. No, we want these, yes. We want 4, yes. I think 20 will do. Profile, I think we'll do, yeah, we'll do 65. And what, the size was 20? We're going to do 4, 20, we're going to go ahead and do 1. So all we need is now we just need 2 tires to be done. It's a little bit too big, but it'll do. This front looks like. Oh wait, I don't have any tires. Actually, no, I have 1 done. And now all tires are done. Balanced into everything. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite time of the day. So we're going to go ahead and pop open the hood. We're going to go to here. We're going to select this piece. Wait a minute, where did I move it to? What were we building? I'm gonna place this order. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see what I did to that car. It's gonna get ready to put that motherfucker in paint. Okay, I went back too far. All triggers are done. It's in a testing something. Kill that fan. Found the car. We're gonna move this to garage 1, or goal 1. Later on tonight, we'll be doing this vehicle and get it out of the way. After I eat this delicious food, I'm going to take a motherfucking nap. Okay, so all we need is steering wheel, 2 seats, and the back seat. And this car, oh, and license plate. But before I do any of that, so front, rear license plate, a bench in the back, which is the back seat, and 2 seating, and this car is Gucci. Like your mama. Yeah. A whole lot of soda, pizza, and put a heavy amount. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the car status. We're gonna go all the way down. So, seat leather 3, or seat 3 leather B. So we're gonna go to the tablet, We're gonna go to here. So we're seat 3, leather B. Seat 3, leather B. 2 of those. We're gonna go back to here. Okay, so bench. So we are going to go back to normal mode. We need a bench Bowman rear. Okay. What was the steering wheel? Fuck the steering wheel. We'll look at it later. So it's a bench Bowman. Nope, that's steering wheel. Wait a minute. I know the Bowman is gonna have, yeah, there we go. Okay. No, what was it? Bowman rear. But that just makes the front seats look terrible too. Are you sure I got the right one? You know what? Who cares? Most people are like, oh, but we care. I'm gonna be selling it anyways. She's almost ready. I think this car deserves Alabama. Alabama. Yeah. Tablet. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. And everything is 100% done. And that is a sexy ass engine. So we got no, damn. Is there anything else? There is hardly anything to rip that off. It doesn't even have a back window. It has a front window. Go ahead and take the battery out. Radiator A. I really want to build this, but see how many damn clips there are? There are 4 clips. Well, 2 of them go with the ignition distributor and the cap, which will go in between those. But then the other 2, you don't know where they are because they're well hidden. Alright, well, I'm gonna go find 8. Nice shirt because my food's on the way. And when I get back, I am going to take. Oh, well, that will be the end of this video anyways. So I'll catch you guys in the next build, which that'll be tonight. If you guys see where those other 2 clips will go, let me know. Unless I do end up seeing it myself. And, yeah, I'll see you guys, and, let me go ahead and leave that out. We're gonna go ahead and start adding these pieces in. So I know that is it. But ladies and gentlemen, watch the beginning of this video. I'm sorry for the fan. Let me go ahead and kill that. Something's wrong with that fan. But white noise helps me sleep. So does rain. Thunderstorms as well. Actually, not thunder, but mostly lightning. But for those guys who are just now tuning in to this live stream, watch the beginning because it's, well, we kind of already finished the vehicle that we did. I'm preparing this one for tonight, for tonight's live stream. And this is the car that we built. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the video. And if you want to stay tuned for tonight's video, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. I'll be there to watch it. See you guys in the next video.